This is how you set a rat trap for a rat. Basically, this is a Victor trap, the original rat trap. These are the ones that you want to get. You don't want to get the plastic ones unless you're catching mice. There's a little bar on this that's pinned down by a little tack. You just pull up on that, remove the tack, take the bar, set it to the back, and then you have springs on here. You need to be careful when you're setting these traps, even if you do have latex gloves on. Trying to wear some gloves that are a little bit thicker might help, but if you try to set the trap from the sides over here, this trap will come this way and basically slice open your fingers from those little bars that you can see right here that stick off to the side. So those little bars are very unsafe, so you need to set the trap from the top up here, grab the trap, set it back over here, pin it down with your thumbs, give your thumbs a nice crab pinch to try to hold that down. And now this is the most important part. This is the trigger. The trigger has a little hook on it like that. A little hook right here, and it has a little metal, you can see a little metal barb that sticks out right here where you can just turn around and you can hook the rat trap. So you can set it like this, and that's how most people do it, and then just slowly let this go, and now you have a set rat trap. Don't recommend sticking your fingers underneath there. So if you want to unset it, clamp down your crab claws, pull your trigger back, and then place your bait right here on the trigger. If you want it how the professionals do it, that trigger needs to be, you see right here, that little metal trigger right here, that needs to be pushed down. So you see how it's pushed down like that? The reason why it's pushed down like that is because rodents are actually such incredible little creatures that they can actually stick their tongue in between that little hole and clean the whole trap out and not set off the trap, especially if you don't set it sensitive enough. So after you set the trap like this, you're going to want to take peanut butter. Yes, just peanut butter. No cheese, no sausages. They will dry up quicker. They're not a good bait to use. Peanut butter has a lot of oil in it, so it will sustain on the trap for longer. So you basically cover this trigger in peanut butter, nice and smooth, and just rub it so you have a nice smooth top, so you can see if there's been any activity, little bites, big bites, anything like that that hasn't set off that trigger, in case you need to reset the sensitivity. This is a sensitivity trigger. If you want to set it more sensitive, you got to bend it away from the trap. Now that's this little trigger. Now you can see it's almost straight right there. Now that's going to be a lot more sensitive, and you need to be careful when you're setting this, because it could just shoot off of that trap and cut your fingers again. So make sure that it sits right before you fully let your little crab claw go. Make sure that sits right on the trap. See, that's right about to come off. That's really, really sensitive. Even a mouse would actually set that off, but rats are a little bit heavier, so you're going to want to put a little less sensitivity on it. Slowly let your fingers off, and then that's how you set a Victor rat trap. These are the only rat traps I'd recommend buying for rats, because you can set the sensitivity, and if you can notice, if the slightest thing even touches this,